Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be playing with a few items from the Colourpop X The Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So if that is something you are interested in seeing, just go ahead and keep watching. So I did not pick up the full PR collection this time because, let's be honest, I'm not getting paid to make these videos. But I could be. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe before you go. So what I picked up is the eyeshadow palettes, the Jelly Much Trio, one of the lipstick shades, and the Glitterally Obsessed. I also grabbed the new Level Up mascara. I figured I would try that out in this video as well. But the collection also included a blending sponge, two different shades of lipsticks, a white liquid liner and a black liquid liner that is already existing shades that they just repackaged for the collection, and also a set of face jewels. And as of right now, only a few things are out of stock. The sponge is out of stock, the Glitterally Obsessed. This particular lipstick is out of stock, and one of the individual Jelly Much shades is also out of stock, which I'm kind of surprised, not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be like a break the internet kind of situation. This is a very cult favorite kind of movie. The full PR set is also still available, so if you did want the things that are out of stock, you can't get them individually, but if you were interested in the full set, you can still get them there. So I'm gonna go over and swatch every single thing that I have here, and then I am going to do a look and try some things on later on in the video. So let's start right out with the freaking packaging. Oh my goodness. Can you see how cute this is? All the snowflakes are glittery. There's little like glossy bats. The packaging is soft touch. Listen, little Zero with a candy cane in his mouth. I sound like a broken record. Colourpop knocks it out of the freaking park with their packaging. Their like collaboration packaging is insanely beautiful. Whoever is in charge of this over at Colourpop, like, give that person a raise, because look at the little Glitterally Obsessed, and it's like oddly satisfying that it's not a perfect square, which is weird, but all the detail on the sides, we have different patterns on the top and the bottom. And the lipsticks, this is an ornament, and the lipstick is in the back here. If you know someone who is a diehard fan of this movie, go buy these. I don't even care if they wear lipstick or not. Go buy these, hang them on the Christmas tree, on the menorah, wherever you put them, because this is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I literally had to pick one of these up solely for the packaging. And all of this is UV activated. I don't own a black light, so I can't show you, but I will pop a picture in here of everything all lit up. When Colourpop kills it, they kill it. I can't even express how cute all of this packaging is. The little ornament for the Jack Skellington lipstick was so adorable, but the Jack Skellington color is a bright red, and I just got a bunch of bright red lipsticks with the Hocus Pocus collection, so it was honestly the last color I needed. So I did pick up the Oogie Boogie. This one is still really cute, but definitely an adorable gift for this holiday season coming up. If you know someone who loves this movie, they will love this. I don't even care if they wear makeup or not. I might buy some of this for my niece just because it's adorable. So I'm gonna stop ranting about the packaging and get into the products. So I'm gonna go through each product that I have individually, swatch everything, and apply them as I go. I'm actually gonna start out with the lipstick. Here's a little close-up on the packaging. You can see the glossy details there. There is the back. As always, the inside of the packaging is also detailed. And here we have the lipstick components. Now these are different to their usual lipstick components, and even the embossing on the actual bullet is absolutely adorable. So I picked up the nude shade. There is, like I said, a bright red and like a bright hot pink. Both colors I probably won't get some use out of, but I figured this is actually something I might use. So I'm gonna go ahead, find myself a mirror, and apply this. I feel bad even swatching this because the actual bullet is so pretty, but like... So there's a swatch of the color, and I do believe this is their Cream Luxe lipstick formula, so it's not a matte or anything weird, which is great. I hate matte lips with a deep burning passion. So here is the lipstick applied, and it is just kind of like a nice, warm, rosy, kind of brown undertone nude on me. I actually really like this color. I'm not a huge fan of lip colors. I'm more of a clear gloss kind of girl, but I like this. I will actually use this color. I can see myself wearing this a lot. I like that out of a collection. It's not just a novelty collection. It is something that I will actually get use out of. So here's the lipstick. So next I'm going to swatch the Jelly Much Trio. And here we have a close-up of the packaging. Very cute. You can see all the glossy details, the different patterns on all the sides. And this just slides out like that. And the inside of the packaging is detailed as well. Again, Colourpop does not play when it comes to their collaboration packaging. So here we have the 3 Jelly Much shadows, and these are actually glass. I don't remember these coming in glass components. I think I only own 2, and I'm pretty sure they were in plastic, so this is a step up. They're very heavy and weighted. This formula is also not the easiest to work with. These do tend to dry out pretty quickly, but you can find videos on how to revive them if they do dry out. And very important, keep the little plastic covering on them to also help with that. And this first shade here is called Shock, and this is a very hot electric pink. So here we have that first shade, and that is a very vibrant metallic pink, and you can see slight purple sparkles throughout it, but nothing big or chunky at all. Next we have the shade Lock. Okay, this color looks incredible already. These actually feel a little stiffer than I remember them being. Again, I only own 2. And I didn't use them much. I'm pretty sure they're dried out at this point. But I remember them being a little more liquidy. Wow. Okay. That color is beautiful. That is a black base packed full of blue and purple glitters. Look at the reflect on that. That is so beautiful. For like an all-over smoky eye. Wow. Last up here we have the shade Beryl. And this looks like a really cool color as well. So that is almost like one of those blue-brown kind of pigments. It does have kind of a reddish brown base color to it. But it has this crazy like blue reflect. I'm actually really impressed with these shade selections. These last 2 are beautiful. Like I can't stop staring at the reflect in the monitor. Really excited for these actually. So next up here we have the Glitterally Obsessed. And here is the packaging. Again, really creative with even the shape is different. The patterns are different on all the sides. Again, we have the raised glitter detail, and the inside of the packaging is patterned as well. So here is the component for this one, and this one is not glass, this one is plastic. I don't mind putting glitter on my eyes. These are not technically eye safe, so be very careful when you're using them. These are definitely bigger chunks of glitter. They're not safe. They can hurt your eye if they get into it. But if you are a little more comfortable with it, definitely, again, at your own risk, you can put these on your eyes. But if not, you could always put them on your face, put them in your hair. These can be used in a ton of other ways. And I was actually really excited about this one because it looks really pretty and unique. That is going to be so hard to show you on camera. But it's got tons of big chunks of like rainbow glitter, lots of purple. I see blue. I see some coppery kind of yellow color in there. Very beautiful. Definitely might have to kind of put this on my eyes today because my heart beats for glitter. What can I say? Again, make sure you keep the little protective cap on the container to stop these from drying out. And last up here, we have the palette. Here is a close-up of the packaging. Again, tons of details. You've got the glossy bats, the glitter snowflakes. His outfit has glitter on it. Just no detail was spared on this packaging. Here is the back. We've got Sally, more of the bats. And the shade names, of course, we've got some different patterns on the sides. And the actual palette is identical to the outer packaging. I will say it's a little bit smaller than I was expecting. I was kind of expecting it to be the same size as the Powerpuff Girl palette. You know what? Let me grab that one for a size comparison real quick. So I was expecting it to be the bigger size, like the Powerpuff Girls palette, but it is actually the exact same size as the Hocus Pocus Round 2. So just for a little size comparison on that. But it is still heavy, it's weighted, it feels nice. You got raised details on the back. All the shade names are like raised off the palette. Again, the glitter, absolutely beautiful. Inside, it has a really adorable mirror with some detailing around the edge. And this is what the palette looks like. Now, I will say, I do like the color story, but this palette had so many opportunities to just be bright and fun. I would have loved this bright green in one of these shades, or even in one of the Jelly Muches. Like, if this one had matched the color on the component, that would have been such a wonderful addition to this collection. This is a little bit more dull than I was expecting. Like, I don't know if you can see the detail here on the mirror. There are so many fun colors just in this little picture right here. I would have loved to see some of the more bright colors in this packaging reflected in the palette. I feel like we definitely could have done without a few of the colors in this palette, like maybe these two up here could have been traded out for something more bright and fun. Again, I would have loved to see that bright green put in here somewhere, but overall, I do like the color story. It's different, it's dark, it's unique. And there also is a really fun little embossing here in one of the pans. So I am gonna swatch the entire palette on the back of my hand before I do a look. So starting with the first shade in the palette. And that is very much a true white shimmer. And it's called Zero, which is absolutely adorable. So next we have this gray matte. I don't want to ruin the embossing. This one has a really cute little snowflake. For the record, snowflakes are like my favorite thing on planet Earth, so this is a sad moment. And that is like a almost red undertoned but still cool brown shade. Very hard to describe that one. Next we have this very true gray matte. Next we have this really pretty shimmer. That one's kind of hard to see there on the back of my hands, but it is kind of like a peachy gold. It has a bit of a shift to it, but nothing too crazy. I mean, it's called Pumpkin Patch. It could have definitely been like a bright orange shimmer, just saying. Next we have this bright pink shimmer, and that one has a bit of a purple shift, but again, nothing too crazy. It actually looks really similar to the Jelly Much shadow. Yeah, there is a Jelly Much swatched right underneath it. It's almost identical, so definitely would have been nice to see a different color either in the palette or the Jelly Much. We didn't need two of the exact same color. So next up we have this really unique Duochrome. And this is again kind of that blue-brown kind of shade, which might actually be, again, really similar to the Jelly Much. So there's the Jelly Much swatched on top of the eyeshadow. So the Jelly Much has more of like a greenish blue shift, and the eyeshadow has more of like a purple blue shift. Still very similar. We didn't need both of these. Next up, we have a really pretty purple shimmer. And that is just a very soft metallic, no glitter or sparkle in that one at all. Next, we have the orange matte shade in the palette. And that is nice and pigmented. Sorry, that's a horrible swatch. This palette is very matte heavy, which is not my particular favorite format for a palette. That one was a little powdery, but still nicely pigmented. There are 5 metallics, 6 true mattes, and 1 matte with glitter in it, which I think no one is a really huge fan of that matte with glitter in it, because the glitter always just kind of falls away and ends up all over your face. And here is the matte with the glitter in it. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks, again, very similar to the Jelly Much. It is a black base packed full of purple and blue glitter. So there's the Jelly Much swatched underneath it. Obviously, the Jelly Much is way more metallic and shiny and eye-catching, but again, very similar. I don't know why they basically duplicated 3 shadows in the palettes in Jelly Much form. So, looking at this palette, I have no idea what look I'm gonna do. I will say that is definitely something to be noted about this palette. It's probably not the most beginner friendly. If you're not crazy creative with eyeshadow, you're not gonna pick this up and be like, oh cool, crease, lid, outer corner, perfect. I'm kind of stumped by this one myself. So I'm gonna take a second to figure this out, zoom you in, and go ahead and do a look. Okay, I don't know if this is just me, but the more colors I'm layering on, the more it's looking like I just got punched in the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jelly Much on a flat brush. Since they are essentially the same colors that are in the palette, I'm gonna kind of layer them to see if I can get a little bit more of a metallic finish. Oh yeah. That is so much prettier than the shimmer in the palette. So I just went ahead and threw some black liner in my waterline, and I'm gonna go ahead and try out the mascara. Again, this is a horrible look to try a mascara out with because it is so dark and smoky. Second time I've done that recently, so that is what the mascara wand looks like. I have a love-hate relationship with Colourpop mascaras, so we shall see. Of course, I stabbed myself in the eyeball with the mascara wand twice. So I don't know how well you can see, but there is one light coat of the mascara. I like it so far. It is the Level Up Lengthening Mascara. My lashes look very long and spread out. They're not clumpy at all. I might actually like this one. But I also really love the BFF mascara, but it wore horribly on me. So for now, it's really nice. Hopefully it doesn't flake and crumble all over my face like the other one did. So I am gonna go ahead and do this eye and probably another coat, and then I will come back and wrap up my thoughts on this collection. I almost forgot the glitter. This is definitely going on my eyes. That would have been so sad if I just finished this video and looked over and saw the glitter. So now I am back with the finished look. I definitely had zero direction when I started this, but I'm not mad at where I ended up. I went from 90s chula vibes to like goth princess, but I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over all of the products individually, starting with the lipstick. First of all, this is my favorite packaging of all of them. If you want anything from this collection, this is it. These are so cute. There are 3 of them. Absolutely adorable. This is also probably the most practical part of this collection for me. I did go ahead and throw a clear gloss over the lipstick, but that is just my personal preference. The color is something I am definitely gonna get a lot of use out of. I don't think the other 2 were really my speed, but again, that's just personal preference. And I cannot stress enough how adorable this is. Buy a couple, hang them on the tree, hang them around the house, make your loved ones go find their gift. This is so freaking cute. I can't even get over this one. Next, I have the Glitterally Obsessed. Again, packaging, 10 out of 10 on everything. This is definitely more of a occasion kind of product. I'm not gonna put glitter on every day. Nothing wrong if you do, but I drive a forklift for a living, so you know, there's a time and a place. But again, packaging is so freaking cute. This is definitely another cute gift item if you have a younger person in your family that won't get use out of the makeup but might enjoy putting some of this in their hair or on their face. Definitely adorable. I am not mad at this being in the collection. I did use it on my eyes. Again, not eye safe, use with caution, but very cute. I definitely like this addition to the collection. So next I'm going to talk about the Jelly Much. First off, I do like that these are now in glass components. They feel very sturdy and heavy. I love these colors. I love the payoff on these. They are a cream shadow, so you're definitely going to get more shine, more payoff, more smoothness in your application on these, but I am a little disappointed at just how similar these are to the colors that are already in the palette. I would have kept these and switched out the colors in the palettes because these are incredible. I put this pink one over the pink eyeshadow that I already had on from the palette, and there was no competition. This one looked so much more metallic and shiny and sparkly, so I definitely love these. I think they added so much more shine and sparkle to my look, so I like these. I'm not mad at these at all. And last but not least, here we have the palette, and this is not my favorite. First off, okay, packaging again, 10 out of 10, let's get that out of the way. The fallout from this palette was astronomical. I have never gotten this kind of fallout with a Colourpop palette, ever. These mattes do feel very soft, and that is probably the reason why I got so much fallout. I was able to dust it away. It didn't leave any marks on my face. Again, I do my base first always. You can also try to do your eyes first if you want to eliminate the fallout falling onto your already done foundation, but that's just not how I do my makeup. So the fallout for me was a lot. I'm not used to this from Colourpop's formula. The color story is also a little bit trickier, I would say. If it's not for you, if you look at this and you see 3 different looks right off the bat that you want to do, then you are far more creative than I am, because this, it was a bit of a struggle. It definitely was, it was work for me to arrive at this destination. So probably not something I'm going to reach for all that often. I will definitely try to get some more looks out of this just to see what I can come up with, but I'm gonna say this might be more of a novelty kind of item. It's definitely something that you can put on display, keep out on a shelf or a vanity if you're a huge fan of the movie. Honestly, I think even if you don't give a rat's ass about makeup, you would love this. Just for the packaging alone and the collectability of this, listen, I cannot stress enough how cute this collection is. If you are a huge fan of the movie, if you know someone who is a huge fan of the movie, they would probably love this, even if they don't use the product. Like, who doesn't want to hang this up somewhere? Come on now. These are adorable. So overall, this is not my favorite collection from Colourpop. I think packaging, without a doubt, is where this collection shines. The palette was a little harder for me to work with. The Jelly Much can be a bit of a trickier formula. Glitter is not for everybody, so probably not something I'm going to reach for all the time, but I am happy I have it. I think it is really well done, and I'm not mad at this look. Maybe I just really needed a goth princess moment in my life. So that was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, I hope that you would consider liking, subscribing, and coming back for some more content. Bye.